I would say, of course, that there was some unusual circumstance with the red card, but I think already before that, I think we started out pretty well. I think players were looking, as you said, fresh, and also the pace in our play was good. I think we had a very nice and fluid play with the ball from the beginning, and I think that it was it was a good win. Always starting out, it has been a tough week. I know that you said that we didn't look tired, and I didn't see us look tired as you didn't. But I would say that it has been a tough week, and of course it was a great win. First game of the season. It was beautiful.
Obviously, have to ask you about Jayden's performance. He looked unplayable at times out there. 3 assists, a great goal. He looks a fantastic addition to the squad.
Yeah, it has been. It was really great for us and for him having a performance like this, coming in a little bit later on and maybe not been in the best shape, and having to catch up is always difficult, and also getting into the squad, and I think that he's doing well every day in training, and now we saw, of course, a performance where the very important things that he could contribute to this team. We also saw what he could do here for us. So yeah, of course, I'm very, very happy for him and for us that it turned out as it did in the game like this.
For you, on a personal level, it's your first league game in charge. You know you're coming to a stadium for the last time the Whitecaps had a big victory. Does this feel quite a relief to you to get this win now?
I'm more happy than relief, to be honest. I think that an opener of the season is always very hyped because it's a long time since we've seen the team play last time, and it's always a big game because last time team played in the MLS was back in November, so it's been a long time, and everybody's hungry for the new season and what can we expect and stuff like that. So I'm more happy. I'm happy because it was devastating the other day, losing a game we shouldn't have lost in the last second, and then coming back with the resilience also in the team, with the traveling and all that stuff. So I was more happy than relieved, to be honest. But every time you win, you build belief in yourself, and that's a good thing. When you lose, you sometimes lack a little bit of trust in, or start doubting a little bit. So I think this win I was particularly happy for the way we played, and of course the win is big, and for me in the first game in the MLS, and as a personal thing, it was of course great.
Last one for me. You've got the big game now coming up on Thursday. Does today's performance make you have to think a little bit about what team might go out on Thursday? You got a chance to rest a few guys, and like keeping Ryan on for the full 90, that was always the plan, I take it?
Yes, it's no, yes and no. Of course, I took him out the other day, also because of the schedule. But at some point we also need to play players for 90 minutes so they get used to play 90 minutes, and Ryan is a player that used to get 90 minutes. I'm always happy when I have doubt about how to put up the team, because that means we have good alternatives, and that you have to look at small details where you instead of you have to look at the big picture, and you all of a sudden you don't think that you have any alternatives. Then I'm just happy to see a performance like this, because the other day in Zaprishsya, maybe Ali Ahmed was our best player. Today Jayden stood out strong. So it's like it's always good when we have competitions on the squad, and we have good alternatives.
Thank you, Michael. We'll now go online. We're going to start with Felipe, Jonathan, Nathan, and then Joshua. Over to you, Felipe.
Jesper, congratulations on the results. Obviously Jayden took the headlines, but I wanted to ask about some of the other good performances that might have not been as highlighted given Nelson's performance. Starting with Brian White, you had talked about previously that you wanted to focus on White, celebrating the things that he does for the team that isn't necessarily scoring the goals, and today he managed to do that, drawing the foul for the red card, and drew a couple fouls in dangerous areas, as well as doing his regular playmaking and build-up play and hold-up play. What did you make of his performance and the way that he's sort of evolving under your system?
I think he made a very strong performance, Brian. I think that he's a guy that you can always rely on helping his team. He does so many things for us. He stretches the pitch open with his deep runs. He's also good at connecting with the other players when he drop down in the pocket space. And I think he's a player that can do so much for a team from the position he plays. He comes in with very good timing in the box on the crosses. He was a little bit unlucky, to be honest, not to score today, but draw the red card and the opposition. You can see they always have difficulties. Is he playing on your back or is he playing in your front? Then he's a guy that I think really is doing well and does a lot for the team, even though we would like him to score and he would love to score himself, because that's also the mentality he has. He also participates in so many other ways to the team, so I think his performance today was strong.
And then I also wanted to talk about Sam Adekugbe, because I felt like for the Canadian fans that have seen him at national team level, that felt like the Sam that we were used to and the one that we were waiting for from the Whitecaps. It feels like also he has more freedom to go up and attack in this system than he previously did. What were your thoughts on his performance overall, including his goal?
Yeah, it's the goal, of course, made it special, because he's not used to scoring every time, but that's a good thing. So it's always nice when you have a good performance, and Sam had a good performance, and then you score a goal as a left back, and that makes, of course, the performance special. I think that he has been looking good throughout the last period of the preseason, and I think also that he looks strong now. I hope he will be able to keep it up. And I think that I will not talk into what he used to, but I can only say that he has also a lot of different ways that he can help our team. He's a good passer. He can break the last line as well. He has good crosses, and so I think today was the best performance I've seen from him yet. Even though I think that he's been looking good, at least in the last bit of the preseason.
And lastly, can't help but ask about the tactics in the game. We knew going into it that you would like to employ a high press, and it clearly paid dividends, especially on the second goal there. How happy were you with the club, with the team's performance with that high press?
Yes, we also have to now take into consideration that a large part of the game we played 11 against 10, so it also became a little bit more easy for us to go up in the high pressure and still have good organization behind the ball. But I would say that what we saw from the beginning, if we're just talking about the 11v11 part of the game, is what I would like us to look like and how we would like to play. I know we can not always look like we did today. But the intentions we have to play with and the way we would like to go forward and continue to go forward, building a style of play like we started out to, it looks better and better. And when you have a game like today, you can see a lot of things where you have success with a lot of the things that we are trying to implement, and that's always a good catalyst, I would say, for us going forward. So I was very happy with some of the things that we started out to do, that we succeeded with them, of course. But I'm not particularly. It's not that I'm celebrating that we score a goal straight out of a pressure, but I'm celebrating that we score, though.
Thank you. Thank you, Felipe. We'll now go to Jonathan, please.
Hey there, Jonathan Siegel from MLSsoccer.com. Wanted to ask you what qualities you see in Jaden as a coach that give you encouragement for the potential he has, and secondarily, what is that journey like for a young player? He's still only 22, and it's been some ups and downs, and just wanted to hear your perspective as a manager, as we like to think that a young player comes in and he's gonna hit the ground running and be amazing, but there's these ups and downs. It's not always simple. How do you view that side of it as well?
Yeah, you have to always know that when things are too good to be true, it's not, and when things are really, people want things to be really, really bad, they don't have to be. And when you're a young player and you break through the way Jaden did in the beginning of his career, then everybody starts to build up a hype about players, and then all of a sudden it's difficult to live up to that. It's normal and it's usual that there are difficulties in a football career. It's more normal that there are difficulties than not. But the good thing about Jaden is that he has some potential. He has a good skill set with some things that he does really well, and then he has to have the work ethic to keep working with to round off his play even more. I think that he's a young man who already now, early on in his career, has experienced a lot, done a lot, but I think that I hope that we can help him grow into a player that can produce and play at a constant high level.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jonathan. We'll go to Nathan and then Joshua.
Hi, Jesper. Congratulations on the first win. I wanted to ask you a little bit about this, the atmosphere that you experienced. Not only your first MLS match, it's your first Cascadia match. What did you make about being in Portland? Obviously, it's not the easiest of stadiums to play in, and you came away quite happy.
Yes, we did. It was a great atmosphere. I think that it was the audience and the crowd was great, supporting the home team in a brilliant way. I think that it was really top. The atmosphere around the stadium. The stadium is a beautiful stadium to play at. So I was very positive with this first experience. Of course, it made it special for us to win 4-1. And also for me personally, I will have to admit, but I think that the atmosphere, the crowd, the excitement about the game, also before the game, I think that was really good.
I wanted to ask about Pedro Vite, especially not necessarily in the goal that he scored, but in his ability to link up with Jaden Nelson on the right. It seemed like as the game built on, they started to get a bit of a chemistry together, and also not only led to Pedro's goal, but also some of the other ones as well.
I think Pedro was brilliant. I have to say, for me, it was a brilliant performance Pedro did today. He's a very talented player. He's a player that has to push to get the most out of his talent, because he really has the potential to reach a high level, I believe. And today we saw what he can do. And I think Pedro, I was not just happy with his goal, but he did so many things where he looked to be, having so much confidence, and also doing not just simple things but also very difficult things in the last part of the game, assisting his teammates, but also making the runs that opens up space for others, and something we worked a lot about with him. So I think it was a performance from Pedro I was really thrilled about. He was for me very, very good today.
Thanks, Jesper. Safe return home.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nathan. We'll finish with Joshua, and then we'll bring over players.
Hi, Jesper. Congratulations on your first win once again.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you, you're up 2-0 at halftime. What was the message in the room at the time?
That we should go for 3. That we should go and make sure that we were not passive. I think that our start to the second half was not good, to be honest. I think we had some terrible ball losses where we shouldn't have. We started running with the ball instead of playing it. But we talked about going for 3, not stop attacking, and then play fast but with patience. Not start breaking through too early, but still have pace in the ball. So if that makes sense for you guys, that we play fast but still having patience. So that was very important for us. So we moved the ball fast instead of dribbling with the ball, so they can get in and get some duels and stuff. We will try to avoid that, but I think after a bad start, the 3-0 goal, of course, what came in very well for us. So that was good, and then the game was practically done right.
And finally, how do you build on this win, especially with Saprissa Leg 2 this week and LA Galaxy at home next week?
Yes, we have 2 exciting games coming up. We start with the first one, and where we're behind, and what is important for us and for the players to see and state and realize is that the way we played the first 45 minutes in Saprissa, we were quite happy with. Is the way we would like to look as a team and the expression we would like to have. In the second half, we fell a little bit off, and it turned into becoming a very difficult and challenging game for us. So, of course, we can build upon a lot of the things we saw today, and make sure that we carry them on going forward. Because I think I was happy with the win, but I was also happy with the way we played, even more than, not even more than the win, but I was happy with the way we played.
Thank you very much. Safe travels back to Vancouver.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Joshua.